Good morning. This is Jane with Scraptastic Yarns podcast, and today I have a little happy mail, a couple of acquisitions, and some shout outs. But I did want to tell you that Esther has claimed the winnings that I had for the 4th of July drawing, but I wanted to also show you that when I got the box, because I didn't have a box at the house readily available. So I put the things in it and I thought, doesn't seem like it's full enough. So here are some of the things that I added. Well, when I filled that box for this little giveaway, it felt a little light, so I added a few things. There are 3 bags of 3 of the Unforgettable Waves yarn. There is a real pretty spun yarn, and then some loops and threads, wool-like, a little towel, and of course a bag. So, I just felt like I needed to add that to the bag. To the box. It was a little light. All right, everybody, have a great day. Seriously, folks, you didn't think that I was going to give a giveaway away that didn't have one of my bags, did you? Maybe in the future, but, for now. I did receive a package from Billy, the Crafty Floridian. And let's get that open now. Now, I kind of think I might know what it is, but you never know with Billy. Oh my. I need to step up my game when I send packages, I think. It's all wrapped up, pretty, beautiful card. Oh my God, look how cute. Sometimes I feel like I'm balancing on little mountaintops. Oh, yep, I thought I was right. It's a gift from Wendy Wisa, WSW Boutique. It says, no problema, you got this. I'll tell you why I kind of was laughing about that. The other day, I had commented private messaging with Teresa Patton, and I had made a comment about, because I'd made her administrator of my Facebook group to help me out, because I was getting bombarded, with requests and everything, and it just felt like all day long I was using the phone to approve or, whatever. And Teresa had asked if she needed to keep a log of the names of people that joined, and I had said no. I can't keep up with it, I'm not going to worry about it. And then I pointed out, yeah, I'm bad. And she said, well, you've got a lot on your plate. And my comment was, well, I think I need a smaller plate. There are some days I feel like I do need a smaller plate, need to do less volunteering. Oh my goodness. It's a moo-moo. It's a Billy moo-moo. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Oh my goodness, Billy, that is beautiful. Oh, and I like the fabric. My last moo-moo, and I will tell you, I wore that thing to death. Sorry about moving you around. It was one of those hideous purple with the big Hawaiian flowers. And I mean, it was hideous, but it was the most comfortable thing. And I wore that thing down to the point where you could see through the stitches. Yeah, I finally had to get rid of it. But Billy did add a note that I might need to hem it up a little bit because I is short, really short. Used to be 5'2", and then I had that neck surgery. And for about 3 months, they would not measure how tall I was. And, knowing what I know about surgeries and the taking out the certain amount of the disc that's bulging and those kind of things, I knew I was going to lose some. And and doctor told me he took a nice big chunk, and I kept saying, but I'd like to know how tall I am now, because driver's license, you don't lie on the license, those kind of things. So finally, about the 4th month, they agreed to measure me, and they actually it shortened me half an inch. So I was no longer 5'2", now I'm 5'1½", which, when you're a short girl anyway, is kind of annoying because they make you even shorter. But yeah. Now I am going to tell you about a couple of acquisitions. This one of my friends that I exercise with, and we go to community aid for thrift shopping, and we do a couple of road trips, here and there, and Altoona to Hobby Lobby every once in a while, those kind of things. But she knits, and she's crocheted. She's learned to crochet. But she comes walking in, and I'm like, what has she got for me in that bag? Because I could see that it was dark colored through the bag, and I was worried, because you never know. But it's a scarf with kitties. I love it. So that was my friend Peg that gave me that. The other acquisition I got, you should be careful when you go to Walmart and walk down the clearance aisle. This one is unicorn. Was marked down to $1. So apparently I missed all the other unicorns that were marked down. So I only have one little lone unicorn. And I think what I'll probably do with it is either make a baby sweater or maybe just make hats. Those hats come out real nice looking. And then yesterday, this was my own purchase. After we got through with our quilting, one of the ladies wanted to go to Denny's, because they have those strawberry and vanilla crepes. So we did stop there for lunch, and it is attached to a truck stop, a full-on truck stop. They're right across from each other in Lamar. But we went to the one that is the Flying J. And when we got through eating, I always like to go look at the t-shirts, because you never know what you're going to find. And generally what I'm looking for is gifts for my husband, like for Christmas or for his birthday or things like that. Well, he didn't get anything this time, but Jane did. Jane got a t-shirt that says, "I swear this will be the last cat I ever bring home." And I'm very good at swearing. So those are my acquisitions. It was a lot of fun. And thank you, Billy. And thank you, Wendy and Billy. I can't wait to get up there and try it on. Of course, I'm going to have my husband help me with the hemming part to determine, how much needs to be hemmed up or not. But thank you. I really appreciate that. That is beautiful. Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, let's get on to the new channels that I have discovered. Discovered a couple of them, and one of those is Crochet Rose, and that is Rosalie. Her tagline is crochet, sew, and wine. I don't drink wine all that often, um, but every once in a while, if it's a good wine, I like to have a glass of wine. But, I do love sew, and I love crochet, but I'm just really enjoying her videos. I believe she has 6 up. I've gotten through 4 videos, maybe 5, but yeah, they're real enjoyable, and they're not too long yet. When you first start out on Facebook, you only get a few minutes. I mean, Facebook, on YouTube, you only get a few minutes, and then once you've reached a certain threshold, then you can go to longer videos. So most of these are still at that lower threshold. So you're probably going to have videos that are 15 minutes or under. Some of them may run a little longer, but they're not too long. Um, and don't get me wrong, I don't mind longer podcasts, but I do know, like, today is one of those days when the Cozy Cottage will put out a podcast. And hers are always long. They're generally an hour or a little more than an hour. So I know I'm not going to get to watch it all the way through just because of the activities that I'm doing with my husband. So, some of the longer ones you may have to watch in little bits and pieces. Um, when it comes to Billy's, I watch hers all the way through because generally I'm knitting or crocheting then, so it's okay. But, when Hannah has hers, I got to piece her out a little bit. Okay, and then there is Mad Mimi's Crochet, and that is Laura. I believe she has 3, maybe 2 videos up. And then this next one is Black Ribbon Studio, and that is Denise. She is another gal from North Carolina. Um, she has some beautiful work. And I think the last video I was watching, she was talking about Lion Brand having a yarn that is spun differently for crocheters, so there is less splitting. I don't know what that yarn is, but I want to find out. Haven't done any research because I'd like to try that. I generally don't have a lot of issues with the yarn splitting on me, because generally what I do is if I'm seeing a lot of splitting, I will change over to a different hook. Um, Either I'll use my tulips or my clovers normally, but every once in a while, when there's a lot of splitting, I'll have to go to the clover. I think they were the gold ones, that had the goldish handle with the gold tone, and that seems to help with that issue. Generally, when they're splitting, it's normally because you're not using the right tool or the right type of crochet hook. Um, you may have to use one that's more boy-like, or you may have to go to one that is more inline, like the Susan Bates. And I don't care for the Susan Bates. I don't like the way that the shaft is designed, but that's a personal issue for me. I have used Susan Bates before, but it annoys me. Just saying. But anyway, she's another gal from North Carolina. I think you North Carolinians are trying to take over YouTube. There's an awful lot of you from North Carolina. But she has some beautiful work. Go check Denise out. And the last one that I found is someone that only has one video up so far, and she is in Texas, and that is Vicky of Honeysuckle Cottage Crochet. In the first video, she talks about a new hobby with bees, and I find that fascinating because my papa raised bees. However, he would never take us out around there because he was afraid that one of us might be allergic to the bees, so we didn't get to go out and see how he worked the hives and those kind of things. But I do find that interesting that it is a new hobby that she has taken up. So, and she had talked about the different places that she is at. She did mention that she tried to make a group on Ravelry for her page. She does have a Facebook group and everything else, but they're not making it. They're not allowing any new groups at the moment. So, you know, I think Ravelry is in a big turmoil right now. I do know I've had a couple of people that have contacted me, and they have told me that they were, you know, Casey and Jess had picked them out years ago, like when they first started, and a lot of them have told me that right now that their accounts are suspended for 120 days. One of the gals that contacted me told me that she had gone into one of the conservative groups just to read what was going on and see what the big deal was. And she's not a Trump supporter, but because she went into that group to look and, see what the big deal was, that her account has been suspended for 120 days as well. So apparently there's a lot of issues going on over there, and I wish them good luck with that. Like I said, let's continue to have Jess and Casey in our thoughts and prayers, lighting candles, those kind of things. I have a feeling what's going on health-wise for them is not a good thing. But even though I don't agree with their political stance and their BS with the Ravelry, I don't wish them any harm. So I do keep them in my thoughts and prayers because, that's a good thing to do. Just love one another. Period. Regardless of our political views. So that's it for today. Everybody have a great day, and I will see you again Tuesday for the regular podcast. You may see me pop up a little bit before or after, probably after. I do have quite a few items that I'm going to be putting up on the shop Sunday to Monday. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I'll see you again soon. Everybody have a great day. And remember, choose kindness.